Hey everyone! So, this is the start of Halloween month, and this is the first tutorial. Can you guess what it is? Probably, since it's the title of the video, but yeah. So, I decided to pull inspiration from a Chinese dragon and a koi fish and kind of merge the two and then kind of do something more like a sea creature. But of course I did it over the top, dramatic, because we're doing it for Halloween. So yeah, and then I got my nice little jacket on and everything like that. So let's go ahead and just get the tutorial started. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and keep sending out your Halloween requests because, again, it's going to be a whole month of Halloween tutorials. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's go. Whatever colors you're going to use, go ahead, grab those, and we're going to start using them. I want to get more of a texture to my skin on the forehead. So what I'm going to use is fishnet, and all I'm going to do is stretch it like so, and then hold it. That's all you got to do. Then I'm just going to take a big brush. I'm using a 183 brush, and then I'm going to pounce it on some, what is this? Chartreuse paint. And then just dab it. Then with the same brush, just lightly going to pounce that all over. Next I'm just going to take teal pigment and do the same thing. Then you can just go ahead and peel it off. And you can see you have a little pattern going on your head. You can't really see much right now, but in pictures you'll be able to see it a lot better. Now I'm going to take teal pigment again, and I'm going to fill in all this area down here. Now for more dimension, I'm just adding some Flash Track eyeshadow. Since it'll deepen up certain areas, I'm just putting it right between my brows and blending it up and down. So now it's that. Looks kind of crazy right now, but it'll all come together. Now that that's on, and you can see I brought the teal around and everything like that, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of Romping eyeshadow, a 190 brush, and I'm going to use that as blush. But for now, I'm just going to go very lightly. And the reason I'm doing it now is because I want to get my contour in place. So now you have that. Now that the contour is on, I'm going to go ahead and just start doing my eyes. When it comes to the eyes, you can do whatever you want. It's going to be different for everyone, just like the mask is going to be different for everyone. You can go light, you can go with a lot of color. Since I'm going to have the applique and then tons of color and stuff going on, I'm just going to use Rollickin Paint Pot. Get it on my brush. And then apply it on the lid. Then I'm going to go ahead and take Melon Pigment and apply that on top. So now my lid looks like a bright, sparkly pink or a peach with a blue undertone. Make sure you blend along the side of the nose. Then I'm just going to go ahead, take a little let's use some plumage and just put a little bit in the crease. And then something like that for now. I guess this will do. Next, you're going to start gluing stuff to your face. I'm just going to use spirit gum and then sequins, since the applique has sequins on it. I'm just going to take a little spirit gum and then I'm just going to throw it on. Now I'm just going to take tweezers and sequins and I'm just going to stick them on the skin, starting farther away from where the applique is going to set. So that way as I add them, they're going to layer over one another like fish scales. That's pretty much all I'm going to add on. It's just a few. Again, everything's not really going to show up that great on the camera, so you're going to want to look at pictures of it where you actually see more detail, because you can see a lot of detail in person, but the camera is not going to pick all of it up. So now that I have that on, I'm actually going to bounce back to the cheeks. There's a lot of hopping around going on with me. And I'm just going to go with romping again and kind of touch up the areas I already have it. And then just for fun, full fuchsia blush is bright, is neon. And I'm going to apply that. As you can see, I got a little carried away with the blush and just started drawing a little design. Just went like that. Did it on the other side. Went down and around on the chin. Then, to blend everything, I'm actually just using a 188 and just going in and lightly softening the inside edges. So that way, everything has a nice blend. But we're going to add more to all of it later. So now it looks like that. So all of our shape and everything is starting to take form. Then you can go ahead, add more to whatever part you want to. Let's go ahead and add, let's do like some more sequins over here, but in like a purple. So go ahead and add whatever you want to add to your mask. The sequins are added, and then I went back to my 190 and just added more to the design using the full fuchsia. Again, I'm just using the tip of the brush and then just going and lightly etching out a design and then going over it a few times to go ahead and make the color a little bit more intense. But you can see all the height and depth and everything in the skin. But like I said, I'm going to add, like, bounce all over. So while I wait for the sequins on this side to dry and I put some on this side, I'm just going to take Otherworldly blush and then I'm going to apply that on all these lighter areas to make the skin really, really jump out. Like that. You can see the difference. And then now that I have the Otherworldly on all the lighter areas, just to kick everything up a little bit more, I'm going to take Love Crush blush on a different 190. And Love Crush is like a deep red or a burgundy, and then very lightly just going to apply it to make this contour stand out a little bit more, like that, so it's intense. And you can see the difference from that side to that side. This one pops out a little bit more. So we're just going to do that on all of the pink edges. So now you have this looking kind of crazy, but I like it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more to the mustache, I guess you want to call it. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to call it a mustache. And to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and take a little black tied eyeshadow. And very lightly deepen it up. Like that. I don't know if you can see the tiny, tiny line that I just added. Actually, while the glue dries on the appliques, I'm just going to go ahead and do my lips. I'm going to use Crayon Apple Cream Stick Pearl and fill in my bottom lip. Then, to top it off, I'm actually going to use Suntan Gloss, which is a pro product. I think they still sell it. Not sure. If they don't, I'm sorry. But it pretty much looks like a melted penny. Grab a lip brush. Wow. And then I'm going to apply that. Like that. Fishy lips. Now my applique is dry enough that I can go ahead and stick them on. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to place them. And then once it's there, I'm just going to press and hold for a little bit. And then the headband's coming in handy because since you want this to dry completely while you're waiting, I actually just use the headband and push it against. So that way, if I want to start working on something else, I can, because it's actually going to hold it in place. So it'll dry how it should. And right now I think I'm going to have problems with the center, but that's okay. I can go in and fix it later. But as you can see, sans the band. Now it's like that. Very fun and exciting. So, since I have that on, I'm going to do a little shading underneath my bottom lid. And for that, I'm just going to go ahead and again use black tied eyeshadow. And just right up against my lash line, do some black. You can go ahead and do some fun, crazy shapes with this too if you wanted. Now the eyeliner's on. Now there's only 2 more steps and then it's done. The second to last step is glitter. I'm going to use these 3. You have Jewel Marine, Purple, and Chartreuse. Yes. So we're just going to go ahead, throw some glitter on. And since I don't really have to worry about it sticking too much, I'm just going to take Charged Waters, and then I'll mist my face, and then I'll just stick the glitter on while it's a little bit on the damp side. So, ooh, it's locked. Just go ahead and lightly mist. You don't want to do too much because you have a lot of stuff on your face. And then go ahead and dip in any of your glitters and then just go to town. I don't know if you can see the light reflecting, but there's glitter all over. And I actually lied, there's 3 steps, not 2. That was the number 3, I guess you could say. Number 2, false lashes. Of course, I like everything dramatic, so I'm going to go way, way, way over the top. And I'm going to use another pair of false lashes that I altered and made. I don't know if you could see those. That's what they look like. They're very long and huge, because every time you see the Chinese style dragon, they have those really, really long floaty lashes, so I wanted to use something like this. So we're just going to go ahead and apply false lashes. You can see I have the lashes on now. They're really, really long. So long that I pulled them up and actually pinned them in my hair to help keep all the extra hair up. And then on my applique, I actually just flipped out some of the little prongs, or whatever you want to call them, so they're a little bit more visible and stand out more, so it's like that. And then your final step would be to just do any finishing touches. And then if you're going more the route of like a sea creature or anything like that, then you could actually take glycerin spray and spritz your face really lightly with it, and then you're pretty much done. So there you go. That concludes the tutorial on how to do a Chinese style dragon or koi fish or a sea creature. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye.